Hello, everybody. Brad Logan here. We're in the Junction. Kickoff is upcoming. I'm here. Ran into my good buddy, Chris Phillips, SEC Unfiltered. Chris, you got the shirt on.
I do.
You also picked Mississippi State in this game. So my audience is going to be really excited. Just tell me what you think about Starkville, about the Egg Bowl so far, and what you've been able to take.
Yeah, man, first ever visit. Got in last night, obviously Thanksgiving night. It was really cool being out here late last night, walking around. You could hear a pin drop, obviously, because everybody's at home with the families, whatever. Really quaint, really cute college town, real small. It kind of, your audience will hate it. It kind of gives me some Oxford vibes. The lay of the land is much different, but just that true college town, you can't mistake it. You're in a college town, one of the staples of the SEC. Obviously, first time over here at Davis Wade. Excited to see it, man. I was told I might need earplugs because the cowbells, but it'll be loud today. The people are great. The hospitality is as you would expect, man. It's through the roof, and the people of Mississippi are awesome, at least out here. Now, in there, it's going to be an all-out war, but no, it's been great so far.
Special thank you, Bart Hyche, played basketball here at Mississippi State. This is his 10th. Also saw Brooks Bryan, who played at Mississippi State. So very gracious to allow us to come in and do a quick video. Kind of your thought process. I know we heard from you. You think Mississippi State may have an edge today. What has to happen for State to win the game today?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the biggest thing, I do question the Lane Kiffin stuff and the commitment of the football team from the standpoint of you can fool a lot of people, you can't fool a locker room. So I've been saying all week, I don't know what Lane is telling this group today. Who knows? Maybe he's telling them this morning, I'm staying. Maybe he's saying, I'm going. He just clears the air with it. Maybe there's still uncertainty. I mean, obviously, I think you got to get play out of the quarterback position of Mississippi State, whether it's Blake Shapen, Kamario Taylor. You got to have efficient play, and then defensively, you got to affect Trinidad Chambliss and slow down somehow Kawan Lacey, who's been incredible. I mean, I was at that game a few weeks ago where he set the rushing yards record, set the single season touchdown record. So you got to be able to slow. Listen, it's a pick your poison thing. If you're State, you're not winning a low scoring game.
Yeah.
You got to be able to offensively, I think, establish with the run with Booth and Bothwell, get something going with whoever's playing quarterback, hit some of those deep shots because they got guys on the outside that can make you pay. But you got to find balance for State. I think you got to limit Lacey as much as possible, and then from there, win a high-scoring game.
Tell me, I know you've never been to the Egg Bowl, but what most excites you about the game, about the atmosphere? Of course, we see all the people, the place is crazy. What excites you most about the Egg Bowl?
The pure hatred. Because I've heard a lot. Listen, there's a lot of these rivalries, and they're all great, and power rank them how you want, but the Iron Bowl is great because there's something, it seems like, nationally on the line all the time. The game's great. There's something national on the line. Most years, correct me if I'm wrong, when these two teams have met, there's not really anything nationally on the line. It's just pure hatred. I was told earlier, we don't respect them, we don't like them, we don't appreciate them, we don't want them here. It's just, we hate them just because we hate them. It's not because they're trying to, forget the playoff hopes, forget SEC title, any of it. It's just we hate those guys and they hate us, and that's it. There is no mutual respect. I'm excited to see it play out on the field. I love rivalries. Admittedly, I love the toxicity. I do. I love the drama, the passion, the energy. It's what makes the SEC the SEC. So, excited to see how these two fan bases interact, how these two teams go at it. I mean, the tailgate's been great thus far, but yeah, I mean, just excited for it all, man. It's hard to put it in one thing, but the hatred on both sides, man. I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Have a good time today.
Brad, you're the man.
Great to see you. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Let's bring in Bart Hyche, my good friend from the Press Box radio show, and this is your humble abode here, Bart. Tell me a little bit about the tailgate.
Oh man, tailgate is we think legendary. We feel like it's the closest tailgate to a stadium in the SEC. I don't know how many different venues you've been to. I'm sure a lot.
Been all of them. And this is unique. It's very nice.
It's unique. We've been here. We put a lot of pride into. A lot of former baseball guys, basketball guys, football guys. Everybody knows they can stop by the G-Tom tailgate. We'll be here and just be being Bulldogs, man. That's what we do.
I talked to Chris just a little bit ago. What's it going to take for State to win today?
Early energy.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of Ole Miss fans here. We've seen a lot of opposing fan bases come in, and I hear there's a takeover secretly coming from the fan base at Ole Miss, which I love. That's what you want. Rivalry game. I personally think this is the biggest Egg Bowl I've been a part of since 1996 when I got here.
Yeah.
Just for what all is on the line nationally. We usually don't have a lot of those things, but What's it going to take? Early energy. I do think Ole Miss will have to turn the ball over a couple of times, which they're not typically used to doing. But it's just got to be a typical Egg Bowl to where some weird things happen and they fall in the maroon team's favor.
The press box is full of national media. I think a lot of that is because of Lane Kiffin, but I think a lot of it too is this game's on Friday, so I don't think it's given. It's going to be a national game, so on ABC. At the end of the day, Bart, what does this mean to you as a Mississippi State former player? Fantastic player, by the way. Everybody knows that watching this.
I wouldn't go fantastic, but I appreciate that.
Hey,
Keith Carter was fantastic.
This is my video.
Keith Carter was fantastic.
So, but yeah, no, great player. Had a lot of success here. What would it mean to you as a Bulldog fan to win the game today?
I was actually talking to Chris Phillips about this, and he's going to the Iron Bowl tomorrow. And the rivalries are different. They're different for me. I grew up in the Auburn-Alabama rivalry, but this is the first time I think that there's been such national prominence on one of the teams, and to where the other team just had so much. State's playing for a bowl. I know that's not a big deal for a lot of people. For us, that's a big deal just to get back to where we are viewed nationally. For me, I want everybody to have a good time at this tailgate. I want everybody to hang out. But at the same time, I want to see State show up the way that we can show up in an Egg Bowl, because we haven't played that way this year. But dude, this is an opportunity for State to stop everything and for Ole Miss to start everything and continue it. I mean, I don't see how there's not more on the line. And Ole Miss fans are not talking about it. And for us to be able to knock Ole Miss out, what would it mean to me? That's it for us.
Yeah.
Knock Ole Miss out is as big as anything for us right now because we're not paying for anything.
Talking about we'll get out of here with this. Putting the rivalry aside, I know that's not as important, but let's put it aside for a second. What does this mean I know you're from Alabama, but I mean, you live in Mississippi pretty much now anyway. What's it mean for Mississippi, this game?
Well, no, I mean, Mississippi State has an opportunity to shut down the biggest economic influx that we've ever seen in this. I mean, is that good? Is that bad? Either way, this game is going to be great for the state of Mississippi, but everybody in the country is watching this game because of where Ole Miss is. Yeah. But for State's always kind of been a thorn.
Kind of hanging out in the weeds.
Kind of been just hanging out. Nobody's paying attention. Not a bad football team. That's why I say the energy early. This is one of those ultimate games, Brad. I think if this game stays close, I think State wins it. But this game could go the opposite way early. Yeah. But it's just a huge game for the state of Mississippi, and I like the energy. There's not a lot of yelling back and forth. You know, everybody's kind of chill this morning.
It's
That's
a lot
good.
more. It's a lot more respectful.
This is the most disrespectful rivalry.
It is, but I mean, everybody is really respecting each other. I mean, I talked to Chris. I mean, there's Ole Miss fans walking around. It's kind of. I mean, we're not people aren't inviting them to the tailgate, but I mean, it's not near as bad as what it used to be.
Chris, at the same time, when you have a legend like Brad Logan or a legend like the all-time hits leader Brad Henderson from Ole Miss at your tailgates, you have to be respectful of Ole Miss. But I do think Cole Kubelik, a friend of mine from back in the day when I was a grad school at Auburn, I was there when he was there. We used to talk about the difference in the Egg Bowl and the Iron Bowl, and it's respect.
Yeah.
One of the reasons is because this game has never been as nationally prominent as the Auburn-Alabama game. Period. It hasn't been from a football standpoint of who can move on. These teams don't like each other. The people don't like each other. We don't respect Ole Miss. They don't respect us. I don't want the people of Ole Miss, to go to hell necessarily. But
does that hold that tiger?
But Ole Miss can go to hell.
Everybody's playing hold that tiger. What does that mean, Bart?
Oh, that tiger! No more Oxford. We don't want him anymore.
We're here in the Junction. My good friend Bart Hyche, the press box, where I join him from time to time as the fight song rings out. Bart, I appreciate the hospitality. It's going to be an absolute zoo in there. And all of our coverage today, of course, is brought to you by J&J Apparel. You can get the official Egg Bowl T-shirt at jnjapparel.net. Also, a special thank you to Tim White and Tyler White and his entire team. And also a special thank you to Debbie Johnson Realty. She's, of course, with Cashers Real Estate. Our other sponsors, grateful for Dead Sox, Riva, and Connie's Chicken. Thank you all for being a part of the Logan Media Network. He's going to post. Talk to you soon right here as kickoff is upcoming. Brad Logan from the Junction, Logan Media Network.